Imagine you're standing next to a massive machine, its engine roaring and its massive arms swinging back and forth. The ground shakes underfoot as the machine moves, and you can't help but wonder, how safe are these machines really? Could they be the next hazard in your path? Heavy equipment machinery is essential for construction, mining, and industrial work, but they can also be incredibly dangerous. But do you know just how risky they can be? Before we dive deep into the 13 most dangerous heavy equipment machines, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Now, let's jump into the world of these towering giants and discover why some of them are so hazardous. From crushing forces to sheer weight, these machines might look like they belong in a science fiction movie, but they're very much a part of reality. Let's start with one that most of us are familiar with, the bulldozer. The bulldozer might seem like a straightforward machine, a simple force for leveling the ground, but the reality is much more intimidating. Weighing up to 100 tons, these machines are heavy enough to crush anything in their path. The sheer size and the power of their blades make them particularly dangerous, especially when workers are operating them in confined spaces or near steep edges. When misused, they can cause massive injuries or even fatalities. The problem often lies in the operator's visibility. Despite advances in technology, operators often face blind spots, which can result in tragic accidents. Next, we have the crane. Cranes are indispensable for lifting heavy materials at construction sites, but they come with serious risks. With their enormous reach, cranes are capable of lifting hundreds of tons of material high into the air, making them a hazard if not properly maintained or operated. A crane's arm can easily fall, dropping a load onto unsuspecting workers below. Even a slight mistake can lead to catastrophic failure, causing the crane to tip over or the load to swing unpredictably. The possibility of electrocution is also ever present when working around power lines. A crane operator must be on high alert at all times, as miscalculations or improper setups can quickly lead to disaster. Then, there's the excavator, one of the most common machines used in digging and moving earth. While excavators are incredibly efficient, they're also among the most dangerous machines. The arm and bucket can swing with such force that they pose a risk to anyone nearby. These machines are often used in precarious situations, such as working on slopes or in areas with unstable ground. If the operator makes a mistake or there's a mechanical failure, the excavator can easily topple over, crushing anything in its path. Given the size and weight of these machines, the potential for harm is immense. Now, let's talk about the skid steer loader. These compact machines might not look like much compared to their larger counterparts, but don't let their size fool you. Skid steer loaders are capable of doing some heavy lifting and can be fitted with a variety of attachments for various tasks. However, their small size can make them highly unstable, especially when loaded with heavy materials. Rollovers are a common cause of accidents, and operators are at risk of being trapped or crushed inside the cab if the machine tips over. With poor visibility and the need for high levels of skill to operate them safely, skid steer loaders are among the most dangerous pieces of equipment on any construction site. Next up, we have the forklift, a ubiquitous piece of machinery found in warehouses and construction sites. Forklifts are essential for lifting and moving heavy loads over short distances, but the dangers of operating a forklift often go unnoticed. For one, forklifts have a high center of gravity, making them prone to tipping, especially when carrying a load that is too heavy or unbalanced. They can also cause serious injury or even death if the load they're carrying shifts unexpectedly or falls off the forks. Forklift accidents are a leading cause of injuries in warehouses, and workers must always be cautious when operating or working near these machines. Another one to be cautious of is the backhoe loader. While backhoes are great for digging, lifting, and moving materials, their dual-purpose design can be a bit misleading. Backhoes have both a front loader and a rear excavator, which makes them versatile but also dangerous. The moving parts of the backhoe can cause serious accidents, especially when the operator is not paying close attention. A swing of the bucket or an errant move can result in injury to nearby workers. Backhoes also have the potential to tip over if used on unstable terrain, and this risk only increases when workers try to use them for tasks outside their original design. The logging truck is another machine that can turn deadly with the wrong handling. These vehicles are designed to transport logs from forests to sawmills, but with their heavy loads, they become hazardous when drivers aren't properly trained. The sheer weight and height of the logs can make these trucks unstable, and any sharp turn or sudden braking could cause a rollover. Even the process of loading and unloading logs can result in serious injury if the process isn't carried out with the proper safety equipment. Dump trucks are another essential piece of heavy machinery that poses substantial risk. The massive size of these trucks alone makes them dangerous, but the real hazard lies in their tipping mechanism. When unloading material, dump trucks lift their beds to dump the load, creating a risk of tipping if the truck is on uneven ground or overloaded. Fatalities can occur if the truck tips over, especially if the bed fails to lower properly or if there's a mechanical malfunction. The grader, a machine used for leveling surfaces, is another one of those silent but deadly pieces of equipment. Graders are equipped with a large blade that moves earth to smooth out roads or construction sites. But because of their size and the nature of their work, graders can be difficult to control. They often operate in areas with poor visibility or on uneven ground, making them prone to tipping over. Furthermore, because they move slowly, operators may not notice when the machine is veering off course, leading to accidents or fatalities. The pile driver is another beast of the construction world, used to drive large poles or beams into the ground. These machines are extremely powerful and can generate massive force to drive piles deep into the earth. However, the force they generate is a double-edged sword. If not operated with care, pile drivers can cause severe injury, both to the operator and anyone nearby. The impact force can cause parts of the machine to fly off, or even worse, cause the pile driver to collapse under the immense pressure. Now consider the tunnel boring machine, which is used for digging tunnels. These machines are massive and designed to work underground, but they come with significant risks. The confined space makes the operator vulnerable to mechanical failures or accidents that could cause them to become trapped. The machine itself can become stuck if there's a miscalculation, and the tunnel it's boring into could collapse if the machine isn't operated properly. Finally, let's talk about the wheel loader. Used to move large amounts of material, wheel loaders are essential on construction sites. But because of their large size and high center of gravity, they can easily tip over, especially when moving heavy materials. Accidents often happen when operators fail to follow proper loading and unloading procedures, or when the machine is used on unstable surfaces. All of these machines are vital for getting work done on construction sites and in industrial settings. However, their size, power, and complexity make them incredibly dangerous. Proper training, safety equipment, and vigilance are essential for minimizing the risks they present. With these 13 machines, it's clear that even the most useful tools can become deadly forces if not handled with care. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon for more content like this. Stay safe out there.